YouTube. What's up? It's your boy, Original Dog Man John Castro. Look, I try to stay away from this drama. I do. But I don't really think this is drama, so I'm going to make this video. This is more a PSA, public service announcement. Look, I made several videos, maybe 1, 2, max maybe 3 on Jesus Vargas, possibly more. And the reason why I make these videos is to inform the rest of FragCom what's going on. In truth. So, this one's going to be on Jesus Vargas, aka Jesus Fragrance, his YouTube channel, aka Jesus Fraudulence. And I'm always going to speak on the bullshit in FragCom. Now, I know many of you probably already sick and tired of this channel and sick and tired of me telling it like it is. If you don't like my fucking content, get the fuck off my page and never come back. That's just what it is. For those of you who want to hear this shit and want to hear the truth, then stick around. If you want to know the bullshit that's going on as far as I'm concerned and as far as I know what's going on, then stick around. Now, Jesus Vargas, I made videos on him calling him out as buying subscribers. Was I wrong? No, I wasn't wrong. I was correct. He buys subscribers. Since then, since I called him out, he's slowed down on buying subscribers. I've called him out on buying subscribers. I've called him out on his fragrances and how he doesn't want to show the UPC labels, the SKU numbers, where he gets them from. I've called him out on several things. His character, and I see funky, I hear funky, and I'm going to tell you that it's funky. Okay? If I open up my fridge and there's something funky in there, I'm going to take it out and throw it away. Jesus Vargas needs to be taken out of this fragrance community and thrown away straight up. Whether you want to do that, that's on you. Here's the thing, and any of you who want to take up for Jesus Vargas, you're funky too, and I don't trust you. So get the fuck off my page, don't even comment. I don't fuck with disingenuous people. I just don't. Look, many of us are not perfect. Some of us are imperfect. Many of us are imperfect. All of us actually are imperfect. But some of us take advantage of our imperfections and take it another step forward. All right? We take it a step further. We take advantage. That's what we do. As humans, that's what the fuck we do. But as humans who are trying to do good, we recognize this shit and try to put an end to it. That's just what it is. We live subjective lives. We live expression. We don't live intention. But Jesus Vargas takes advantage of it. And here's what's going on. The dude has 2 addresses. One address is for us, FragCom, where he does business with people in FragCom. The other address is his personal address that he deals with the government and whatnot. Jesus Vargas is either on Section 8 or some kind of housing aid. Section 8, HUD, whatever it is in your area. All right? Low-income housing. Now, him and his wife both work in the medical field. He is either an NA, which is a nursing assistant, or an orderly, making at least $12 an hour, maybe $13, depending on where he lives. He's taking advantage of the system, people. Now, I tried to figure this shit out a while back, why this shit's so funky with this dude. This dude was popping out fragrances, and I'm talking about top-tier fragrances. I'm talking about Creed Aventus, Roja Dove, Xerjoffs, and all this shit, right? Elysium. He's popping out these $300-$400 fragrances like it ain't shit. Not even the top-tier reviewers were fucking reviewing fragrances that fast, that expensive. They were doing designers and shit. Cheapies. Less than $100. This motherfucker's popping out $300-$400 fragrances at a time. and giving them away. I'm like, who the fuck does that? And many of you out there who watch my videos were questioning this shit too. We're like, how the fuck, why the fuck, where the fuck, who is he fucking, and all this other shit. And come to find out, this dude is living in low housing income. Now, for those of you who know how much you pay on low housing income, you know what's up. For those of you who don't know how much you can pay for low housing income, let me hip you up to it. Let me let you know how much he can potentially be paying on low housing income. Some people pay $12 a motherfucking month for rent on low housing income. Think about that shit. Now, this dude has a regular paying job, at least 30 something or more, and his wife is both in the medical field, and he's able to pop out all these fragrances like this. Now, who's taking advantage of who? Not only is he taking advantage of the people in Fragcom, but he's taking advantage of other people in society. This dude calls himself a caregiver. He works in a caregiving field. Hospital. You ain't no caregiver, man. You can't be caring about others when you're misusing the system, bruh. How the hell are you going to call yourself a caregiver while you misuse and mislead and manipulate others with low-income housing? Then you come to Fragcom and you act like you're this big-time macho motherfucker who's having all these fucking expensive fragrances, Aventus 2016, $450. And then you're gonna brag about, I paid it with my own money. No, you paid it with our money, bro. You paid it with poor people's money. You're taking advantage of poor people, especially in California. You live in California. You know how many fucking homeless people are in California, bro? But you the type of motherfucker that ruins your state. Your liberal fucking bullshit mentality, bro. Yeah. Many people are homeless in California because of bitches like you. Punk ass dudes like you. That's what's sad. That's what's sad. Instead of you manning up and paying for your shit fair and square and playing the game fair and square, you want to manipulate, misuse, deceive. We know you live in low income housing, bro. We know it. You and your wife misusing the system. And you want to know what? I hate to say this shit, but a lot of people in California do that shit. Me? I barely could push out 2 fragrances a week. I barely could push out 1. I can if I wanted to, but then I have to negate other shit in my life. Like, I can't feed my family roast or steak or some kind of big meal a week. Special meal like ribs or something. Other than that, I'm doing chicken and hamburger meat. Hamburger meat. 1 meal. 1 meal for my family. Right here. Hamburger meat. We got to mix it with rice or something. Now, I'm not mad that you're able to do this shit. I'm not mad that you're able to push out fragrances left and right. Not. When it boils down to morals and ethics, bro, I do what the fuck I gotta do. I make sure I'm a man first and foremost, and then a man of God who misuses no one. I work hard for my money. But you the cocksucker that likes to misuse people. You the cocksucker that misuses the system and ruins it for everyone. Yeah, you, Jesus Vargas. So you have two addresses, one for people in FragCom and then one for your government business. And I've heard that when the people and the authorities catch up to you and what you're doing, you move and you transfer somewhere else. Or you move to another house, another apartment or something. And then there's another address that you use, could possibly be your relatives or a P.O. box or something. Look, man, your career as a fragrance reviewer on YouTube, bro, should have been over a long time ago. Should have been over a long time ago when these people were coming to me about you. Remember, I didn't come to you, bro. People come to me first, always. And I call out everyone in FragCom, and I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care. I just call out the bullshit for what I see. The reason why FragCom is going down, because of bitch ass motherfuckers like you, who can't play the game right. Who can't play the game fair. You gotta manipulate, misuse, take, rob, steal. It's exactly what you do, but you do it on a low cut way. You do it behind the scenes and shit. That's what many fragrance reviewers do. I've never asked any one of you motherfuckers on FragCom and Facebook groups for nothing. Nothing. Fair and square, man. Blood, sweat, and tears. You want to sit there with low income housing and buy all these fragrances, misuse the system, misuse other people who possibly be using that low income housing when they really need it, like homeless people who barely have a dime to their name. And you want to be this big guru on fucking FragCom YouTube and FragCom Facebook. And here's another thing. You accept free shit. How the fuck you in low income housing, making all this money, you and your wife, and you still accepting shit? You still accepting free shits and handouts? Pathetic, man. Truly pathetic, bro. See, I knew something was wrong. Been there, done that. We can smell fishy when we smell it, man. You smell like straight tuna, rotten tuna, pussy. You smell like a pussy, man. You reek, motherfucker. You reek of deception, bruh. You reek of manipulation. You reek of dishonesty. You have no true integrity or nor intention. We can see the facade you put on, bruh. We see how fake you really are. You fake, man. You fake. How can you even sit up there in front of the camera and be a man and do a review? There's no honesty in you, bro. Even if you make 100% dead on spot on review of any fragrance, how the fuck can you even be standing in front of a camera as a man and say you got it right here? How can you say you're a man, you have truth, you have soul, you have pride, you have honor? How can you say that, man? How can you be a stand-up guy? You'll never be a stand-up guy, man. Never. You a joke. That's what the fuck you are, bro. And anybody who sits there and agrees with you and takes up for you, bro, it's only probably because you gave them something, or they're going to benefit from you in some kind of way in the future, or because they're family or relatives. Because I don't see how anybody else could fucking agree with you and take up for you after all this shit that we found out about you. If you ask me, man, you just a hoe. You forever will be a hoe unless you truly change your ways. Then you want to make... When I found this out, I watched your last two videos. One was at 2016 Aventus, and some other one called Musk or some shit. Talking about, when I talked about this, I hyped it up. You ain't special, bro. You ain't special. You're really not. You're just another typical fucking reviewer. You can never be like me. You can never be special or different. You see this channel right here, my channel, is special and different. Because motherfuckers don't tell it like it is. They really fucking don't. They'll hide it. They're making reviews. You want to appeal to the fucking masses. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you to your fucking face and tell you right here. Or if you want to come in my face, I'll tell you in your fucking face. You a hoe. You a hoe. And you're wrong for what you're doing. But you know what? You'll never see me in my face. You'll never see me in my face, bro. Because if you come to my face, you're asking for two things. You're asking to be deceitful, or you're asking for trouble. You're never going to ask for truth unless you change. See, people come to my channel for truth. You buy subscribers, man. You a subscribing buying motherfucker. When people found out on my channel, Jesus Vargas, your old YouTube channel, Jesus Vargas, was buying subscribers, oh, you switched the name of your channel. You switched the name of your channel because Dogman and DB called you out on your bullshit. And people were finding out that that's Jesus Vargas, the one who buys subscribers. Yeah, that's him. Now your name is Jesus Fragrances. Now your real name is Jesus Fraudulence. Because when the people find out in California that you manipulating the system, oh yeah, they'll find out. Jesus Vargas is stealing from low-income housing that should be given to other people instead of his bitch ass making all this money. Wondering why. You got people out here struggling for food and clothes on their back, food on their table, and hey, you out here buying $400 or $500 fragrances every month. I can do 2 fragrances a month, maybe 1 a month, and I'm still going to be responsible. I'm still going to take care of my baby. And I'm still going to give the YouTube crowd, fragrance community, what they want if I buy the fragrances. I will review it and give them the truth 100%. I don't need to be a bitch like you, man. You pathetic, dude. You really honestly need to shut your fucking channel down. Out of all the people that I've talked about on YouTube, I talked about Steven and his clones. Really not too much of a big deal. I talked about Carlos and his drinkings. I talked about TLTG buying subs. We know that shit. But out of all these people that I talked about, man, you the one motherfucker that really should honestly shut their channel down. I talked about Ashton. I talked about Eugene. I talked about everybody, bro. But out of all these people really haven't committed any deep crimes. But what you do, man, that's a deep crime. That's some deep bullshit, bro. You fucking over homeless people, bro. You fucking over other people, man. Like, serious shit. You're really fucking, you know, what people do is people fuck over people in fragrance community, right? They fuck over people in the fragrance community. They take handouts and all this other shit, and, you know, they don't think twice about it, about the responsibilities of being a fragrance reviewer and all this other shit, right? But you fuck over people in the fragrance community, and you fuck over people in society, in a real life. People who really need help. And you call yourself a caregiver. You fucking hypocrite. Hypocrisy is great with you, man. Real great. Jesus Hypocrisy. That should be your name. Jesus Hypocrite. You fucking hypocrite, bro. You ain't no caregiver. You don't help nobody but yourself.